Okay, hello, it's Riikka from Paperleitin here today, and we're doing some art journaling. And don't forget to tune in next Monday when we have the amazing Marta guesting for us. But let me now switch the camera. Whoops. No, first I did that first. Come on, turn. Like so. Now you can see the table. And it's the wrong way up. Okay, now I've done it again. Ensi yritikö tulla pistää tämän kameran oikein? Että se olisi oikein päikä tälle vinkurasti. Sorry about this, guys. Just a moment. It's me and techniques again. Mä en ole ylös alas. Oh. Koska mulla ei koskaan niin korjata tässä vaiheessa, kun mä oon paniikissa järkisin, että mä saisin korkeampaa. Perfect! Yay for my husband. Now you don't have to look at me upside down. Okay, now just focus, please. Let me turn in the... That was fun, yeah, like a roller coaster. Okay, please, just... Okay, better. Now we're talking. So this is the cover. And I'm just showing you a few pages. Some of the early ones. And this is the page I'm recreating now. And let me just... There's just a few plain ones here. So maybe I'll show you this one because this is the style I used to do. So there's just two separate pieces of paper, and I did those first and then included them in the journal. But this kind of breaks the flow, and I tried and tried because I love the Finnabar journal, because then I can add height to the pages and it will go shut like not, but better than the bound ones. So the spiral back is great for that. But then I just started doing one page because I couldn't get the page like flowing from one page to the other. Okay. So let's do this one. I'm thinking I need to move back and forth so I remember what I did. But the first step is to take the paper cutter and some pattern paper, which I have here, and just do a couple of strips. Yeah, this is Prima Finnabar journal. Now we're talking. No more looking at my hands or the ceiling. So just a few strips of paper. This could be anything, but I really loved the soft kind of vintage feel of this paper. It's from Frank's collection. So like that. And now that we have the strips, it's time to get them pieced. Just tearing random pieces. Let's get a little piece of it there too. And that, and then just this one. Hi, Janish. Hi, Anne-Marie. Okay. Maybe I can use this one because it's already tea stained. You could use gesso, but I didn't want to because it changes the look, how the paper absorbs the tea. What you could do instead is actually put the gesso to the other side, so it would prevent it from soaking through the paper to the next page. But on the other hand, it would be fun to like have something to start with. I know people use their like acrylic paints or inks they have left on the stencil, for example, and wipe them. So just to get rid of the fear of the white page. The paper is from the, let me just think, French Riviera collection from Prima. Now I'm just gluing the paper strips in a like basket like way, weaving with them. Here we go, just a longer strip there. Of course you could use the double-sided tape also. It's just nice and easy with the glue this time. And I'm mimicking the composition. Of course I could be doing it on this side because now all the bulk is going to the same side on both of the pages, but it doesn't matter. I kind of like my journal as well as my mini albums to be really chunky. Yeah, there still. And there's one there. Maybe that's enough. Or should I? Yeah. Let's use them all. The final piece. Yeah, the soft tones of the French Riviera collection are really great. Great for traveling, but also with anything vintage. So, trying to book a flight. Where are you going, Gail? Let me just get my hair. Hi, John. So here we go. Let me just really quickly dry this so the pieces will stick, even though when I add the tea. So they won't go flowing about, because the bottom color here, it's perfect for drinking and staining, so it's tea. And like I said earlier, if you would have gesso, the tea wouldn't soak into the paper and through the paper for that matter. But I really like how it stains, because even if you put clear gesso, it looks different, because the whole meaning of gesso is to block the paint like sinking. But as tea is quite inexpensive colorant, we don't need to worry about the pigment getting used for nothing. So let's get those tea stains. Of course you can use ink as well, or if you rather have mist, you can do that also. Hopefully to Thailand. Oh great, never been there, but it looks really beautiful. Okay, there's some bad news also. I'm thinking. I'm so sorry to hear. I might have missed something, but ah, your kid got to Hawaii and you didn't. Okay, that's just wrong. It would be fun to retrieve the kid from Hawaii. That's sad. Maybe I'll put the volume a bit down for a while. Okay, now you should have sound again. I just tried to spare your ears for a while. So it's dry enough for the next layer, which is this one. You can hardly see it anymore because of course I put the layers on top, but let's do that now. So for that we're using the texture powder and the new Art Alchemy acrylic paint. So let me get things a bit there. Okay, there goes my dirt pearl. Up. No, let's do the stamping first. Then I don't get into trouble if the paste doesn't dry quickly enough. So what I'm using is the 7 Dot Studio Cold Country stamps, which is designed by Finnaber. I'm using them with the favorite ink, archival ink. So just some random stamping in there. I just love the text stamp. Use it all the time. Okay, that. Maybe this pattern as well. Just a few times. Here and there. Like so. And then the secret wording here. Here we go. Maybe I'll add the other script-like layer as well before the paste, so it gets to dry. So what I'm opening now is Black India ink. It's fluid ink, but permanent after drying. So it's perfect. And then I'm using this. Let me just, it's fine liner. kind of calligraphy tool, and I first saw Natalie Kaava using this on a workshop I took with her and fell in love, because you can use any kind of ink inside if you just clean it well. Of course, it has to be fluid enough to get through the little tiny hole it has. So what you can do is just use it for writing. Oops, I got clogged with the paper. And what I love to do is do the journaling like on top of it itself. Strange looking pen. Yeah, this is fine liner. So I just put the ink in here. It has this little kind of pot where it is, and then you can just doodle. And what I like to do is layer. And I started here, then I can write something here and go back. So it's more like a visual thing, like a layered element than the actual journaling. And what I like to also do is to write actual words, because if you just do doodling, it will look like doodling. Of course, if that's the look you're looking for, then great. But if you want it to look like letters, you really want to write letters. For example, you can even write your groceries list or something. And I'm journaling in Finnish. So if you don't understand what I'm doodling, it's just the wrong language. I actually just wrote milk, sour milk, and bread. Okay, Marta is asking me something. What did I miss? I got the pen from a Finnish craft store, but I guess if you look for a fine liner in, for example, eBay, because this is a regular calligraphy tool. I'm pronouncing it terribly, but hopefully you could get the idea. Like lettering tool. And I really love, because if you have the like nibs and use them with ink, at least I get them clogged all the time. So it doesn't work. But with this tool it does. Sorry, I just need to concentrate for a while. Okay, Ansku found a great link. Thank you. Kiitos, Ansku. Now I just wrote Ansku the Rescape. Then just something here. And you can also use this for drawing if you want. Like to flowers or whatever. So it's really easy to use. But what you need to do is either put it in water or wash it immediately, because otherwise it gets clogged and then it's no good using that one. Like so. Then let's try this. again. Like so. Then let's do the pencil doodles again. All the papers are quite wet still, but let's not get that distract us. Just a few ones there, like so. And then it's time for this one, finally. So let's move these things a bit further away so I can use this spot. And now here comes the texture powder and the texture powder. Oh God, can't speak. So just a teeny tiny bit of the paint. This color I'm using is metallic steampunk copper. Yellow blots, you mean these ones? That's tea. And then for the acrylic paint, texture powder. Let's add some first and then a bit more, I'm thinking, because I really want to have it grainy. This is really, really fine powder. And what it does, it turns the paint into a paste, but also gives it this real concrete-like texture. So there's just a teeny tiny bit of the grains actually showing. Of course you can use less the powder if you want, but I kind of like the really heavy grainy look. I'm mixing it in with the palette knife. And a bit overboard maybe, so let's add it. So it's easy for you to use. Easier to use with the stencil. Just a teeny tiny bit of paint. Okay, now here we go. And for the other page I used this stencil with like letters. Actually it's Christmas letters, but let's use the flowery one. This is from a new 7 Dot Studio collection called Homegrown. I thought that this time we would be making some flowers. And what I'm doing, I'm just adding the paste through the stencil. Of course you can use the acrylic paint by itself, but I really love the grainy kind of texture. Let me try to show you. Right, come on, focus. If you're using grayish paint, it looks like concrete. So that's an easy way to mask concrete. Like that. And before I wipe the excess off, I'm adding some just water in there so I can create similar color splashes to the page. Like that. Perfect. And let's get this off. Like so. Let me just get these out of the way. And then let's do the layers. this part and let this dry for a while. So the main image is this one. It's from a set of vintage photos. Of course, you could use your own photo or own vintage photo. Messy look neat. Yeah, I like messy. Every now and then I actually try to make a clean page, but nothing comes of it. But I try. I keep trying. So I'm just layering. This is actually from Prima as well, but it could be a plain regular card. Okay. Now I'm thinking I'm getting a message again. Just a minute. No, there was no. It was the pen message was actually unanswered. I'll put the link to the blog post I'm doing afterwards if you want to see the link she added. Just trying to mimic that one. Okay, like this. Then let's use one of my favorite tools, the stapler. There's the stack. Then let's do the twine before I add the photo. Usually I want to add the twine after I added the photo, and then it's really hard to thread the twine underneath and through the photo. Okay, I should first check that all of that is going away. Where's my scissors? There. Like so. I was thinking about a package with this one. Like a few wraps of this twine, and then let's secure it here, but not too tight, because then the doily and the little paper envelope will twist like so. Just shorter these ones, like so. And then let's add the photo. For that I'm using the foam squares. If you have attended some of the Ustreams I've done before, then you know this is the usual way for me to add the photo using the foam dots, and then the cluster again with the foam dots. So that's where the spiral bound journal is great, because it adds so much bulk. So if it would be bound all together, it will not hold, or then I could do only like a couple pages and the journal wouldn't hold any more. So like that. And a few of the foam dots here. Yeah, many of the details doesn't show from the previous page because I hid them with the photo. That's also a kind of a way I end up doing things. Normally the second time is better, because then I remember that I need to use the paste for a bit further away from the cluster part. Like so. And then it's just embellishments. These look a bit hazy still, but the shine will come more clearer. And of course that paste is still wet, so I'm trying to avoid smudging it, at least not too much. So let's add one of the mechanical flowers here. I'm just using glue. You could also use gel medium if you want. And then just a wooden pearl as the center. Of course you can add anything, but I really love how wood goes with the soft tones of the tea. Something kind of natural with it. And then maybe something more. I did list these new mini knobs. So maybe I really like this one. I'm thinking it's from the washers set of the mechanicals. I would love to include it here. Let's put it there. Oh, I forgot to mention when doing the journaling. Now I just did grocery list and whatever, but usually when I'm doing the actual journaling, I'm thinking of a story. So there's this woman and what would she think, or what kind of secrets she would write in her diary or something. Because that's like so fun to think up a little story to go with the page. Like that. I'm thinking it's almost done. Just one more thing. Let's see if I can pull it off or ruin the page altogether. Because I'm kind of wanting some black splashes. But okay, let me show you. I just watered this a bit down and it's really black still. So India ink is great. Just a few black splashes. I did it to the other page as well, because that would remind me of the ink pen kind of not working. So there's lots of ink in there. Okay, and we are done. And we are ahead of schedule as usual. I'm sorry. I tried to make projects that would last an hour, but I'm not good at those, it seems, because I always finish early. So here we have it. Just some layering and having fun with the texture paste and this great thing. Now I'm probably getting ink all over the page. The fine liner. So again, thank you all for coming. It's so great to see you here, and it really makes us going because somebody is watching us. So thank you for joining, and don't forget to join in next Monday when we have the lovely Martha. And thank you, Martha, for moderating me this Monday. And next Monday we have Karen also. So bye for now. I'm just stopping the recording and then chat a bit longer. Bye. Thank you.